Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well and staying safe during this time. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Like I said, thank you so much for checking me out. If you haven't done so, please make sure to hit that subscribe button just right below the video. Cool, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thanks again for your support. I truly do appreciate having you here.
Did you know that Ripple tried to give XRP away for free in the early days, and they actually failed at doing that? Can you imagine that? That sounds a little weird on the surface, doesn't it? Trying to give away something for free, wouldn't there be takers? Well, yeah, but it also creates all sorts of very serious problems, so that whole concept failed. Well, there's a new thread from just a few days ago where David Schwartz, who of course is Ripple's CTO and co-creator of the XRP ledger, he explains that Ripple was not created just to sell XRP for profit, and he also explains why Ripple's attempts to give away XRP in the early days ended up not working. Interesting stuff here. But before going any further, I do want to be clear that I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. And by the way, it's worth noting, even though David Schwartz is one of 3 creators of XRP, he didn't get any XRP for free. And that may have been by choice, because back then, in particular, I mean, yeah, we talk about how there's not clarity today. Well, imagine being in the space 10 years ago, even less so. So, I think it might have been the case that David Schwartz didn't want any sort of, legal problems to follow him. Because you didn't know how the government was going to respond. I mean, there's a former Ripple employee named Bob Way who years ago, when he was being interviewed, he said, and he was only half joking. He's like, you never knew on any given day if the FBI was just going to kick the doors up and come in and like take all of our stuff effectively. And so he's like half kidding, but the point is there wasn't real certainty back then. Although David Schwartz, he did end up purchasing a lot of XRP, but it was with his own money. He did not get any XRP for free. And David Schwartz did publicly state years ago that he had 16 million XRP, but again, he bought it with his own money, and that was a substantial risk. It wasn't even clear at that time if crypto as an asset class would exist this far into the future. Like, it wasn't clear that Bitcoin would exist or any of it, And so a lot of people had a lot of confidence for well-placed reasons, but there was basically no track record. Bitcoin had been around for all of like a few years at that point, And so, that much XRP, it's kind of funny to think, 16 million XRP back then was only $80,000. Because I'm ballparking it just because I know that XRP was typically trading around half a penny. And today, that would be worth, at the current price of XRP of like 83 cents or whatever it is, it would be worth over $13 million. Now, of course, he sold some along the way. I think he's publicly stated that as well. So it's just kind of interesting, but I just thought I'd say it. So again, this is not somebody that got free XRP. He's sharing an open, honest opinion, and nothing that I've shared with you is private information. He's publicly said all this before. And so there's this tweet from somebody named Be Real on Twitter who wrote the following, and this was in response to Anthony Pompliano, who was about to interview Ripple co-founder Chris Larsen at the time, and Pomp was asking for questions to ask Chris Larsen. So Be Real wrote the following: as a co-founder of XRP and Ripple, does he agree that Ripple will have likely created the security issue for XRP, and if they didn't sell for profit then, XRP wouldn't be pressured by the legal issues of Ripple? All brought about by the fact that Ripple was created to sell XRP. Now, I'll pause. No, I actually don't mind those questions being asked. I think what people need to understand, this is where the differentiation needs to come in, and even the SEC isn't sufficiently doing this, but it could be the case, and I'm not arguing this, but I'm saying it could be the case that Ripple sold XRP as an unregistered security. If you go by the how the Howey test is written, go by the actual law. Again, I'm not asserting this, I'm just saying you could make that argument. But even if that's true, that doesn't mean that XRP itself is a security. So you can tell, even in the way that this question is framed, that that's not understood. It's like, so wait, this one entity sells it and now XRP is just a security forever? Well, that's not how it actually works. And he shared these screen grabs. This is from David Schwartz. This is a tweet from David Schwartz some time ago. And he wrote, this is from years ago. I don't see, the year's not on it, but it's old. He wrote, "It is misleading to say Ripple had nothing to do with the creation of XRP. The people who created XRP are pretty much the same as the people who created Ripple, and they created Ripple originally to, among other things, distribute XRP." So that's a fair point. So again, that's a fair point to bring up. Note that he did say distribute XRP, not exclusively sell XRP, and he also never said that's the reason that Ripple, the company, exists. Then there was also this. Here's a quote from David Schwartz. It's another real quote from years ago. He said, "The reason we're doing this is to increase demand for XRP, to increase the value we can extract from our stash of XRP." That's a quote. There's nothing wrong with that, though. XRP is an asset that Ripple owns. As far as I'm concerned, they should be able to do whatever the hell they want with it. I take no issue. And they're the greatest cheerleader for the entire XRP ecosystem. I just don't have beef with this. I just seriously don't. And anybody that does, fine. Then don't buy XRP. If you don't like the concentration of XRP, a ton of it being held by Ripple, then fine. I have no problem. If you have a problem with that, I actually respect you still. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I don't have a problem with it. If you do, fine. No big deal. So, but anyway, David Schwartz did respond to this just a few days ago, and he wrote the following. "Ripple wasn't created to sell XRP. At least I expected that we would fairly quickly give most of it away, either directly to end users or to incentivize builders. I didn't realize how difficult and unrealistic that was." So I'll just pause to pull up this, go back in time a little bit here. This is a blog from somebody, I don't know who this is, it doesn't matter, somebody named Mark. But this is from August 26, 2017, and this is titled Public Service Announcement. You might have over $2,000 worth of cryptocurrency you forgot about. And part of what's covered in this article is the following. XRP, on May 10th, 2013, a cryptocurrency startup named Ripple announced a promotional giveaway. Beta users would receive 1,000 XRP just for signing up to their mailing list. Now, folks, if you see a Ripple giveaway, as in Ripple's giving away XRP, if you see that today, it's a scam. Do not fall for it. But it is true that back in 2013, Ripple was giving away XRP for free. They were just trying to get it out there. That's a real thing that happened. A lot of people did get 1,000 XRP for free just for signing up for a mailing list. But it wasn't worth much of anything back then, and Ripple was just trying to push for adoption because they had a vested interest in XRP ultimately becoming something, right, and being adopted, so that makes sense. But it didn't work out, and we're going to get into why here. So following that last tweet from David Schwartz, Be Real responded with 3 laughy emojis and wrote the following. Oh wait, I'm sorry. No, that's not where I was up higher. I lost my spot. I got 2 tabs open. My apologies. I looked at the wrong tab. Let me get back to where we were. So, Be Real did respond to David Schwartz and he wrote, "That is utter BS." And again, so what he's responding to there, again, is that they're having trouble basically giving it away. They didn't. So he's saying they didn't realize how unrealistic their approach was going to be. So Be Real wrote, "That is utter BS. You have many followers, David. You will, good engagement, create a poll. I think he means you should create a poll to get engagement, but it's a broken sentence. And then he said, if Ripple were to give away all their XRP, would you volunteer to take some? Yes or no? Let's really see. David Schwartz responded and wrote, have a look at how our last giveaway, the GitHub giveaway, and how Stellar's first giveaway went. It's not a simple thing. BeReal responded with the following. Not being simple and not being able are two different things. I think we agree that there will be no shortage of candidates willing to accept Ripple's XRP. It's just about implementing a method as to how. It can't be so difficult that it's impossible. And David Schwartz wrote the following. We tried and failed. Stellar tried and failed. As soon as an asset can be easily traded for cash, people will solicit others to game the giveaway. I wouldn't say it's impossible, but it's very unlikely to accomplish anything beneficial. It only works when the asset is illiquid. And then BeReal had the following suggestion. He tweeted out, snapshot all XRP ledger addresses and airdrop. So there you go. On the surface, that might sound reasonable. You want to get it out there, just evenly distribute it to all XRP addresses, right? Well, not so fast. David Schwartz wrote the following. Giving an asset to everyone who already has the asset just causes people to pay taxes and doesn't enrich anyone but the government, because the increased asset in circulation decreases the value of the asset. Well, that's a pretty thoughtful response. BeReal seems to have not considered that. Tax implications are different depending on where you live, but in the United States, yeah, that's a serious problem. Airdrops, yeah, that's a serious problem. And what would it do? People would start selling, and then it would just decrease the market rate of XRP. That's what would happen. So again, it's not once XRP is being openly traded, it's not as easy as you might think to get it out into the wild, which is why Ripple's been taking a very measured approach and selling their stash consistently and slowly, but only a tiny percentage of global volume. And then this is where he had the 3 laughy emojis. He wrote, but it's okay for Ripple to sell XRP to those who already have it, those who can't use XRP with RippleNet, those buying as an investment hoping Ripple will get big banks to use XRP so it increases the value. It's okay for Ripple to pay taxes to increase the circulating supply. And David Schwartz responded to that and wrote, of course it is. Why would it not be okay for Ripple to sell its own XRP to whoever it wants to? Ripple is a corporation that's supposed to act in its own interest. Yeah, so again, BeReal was proposing some sort of airdrop, sending out XRP to all sorts of holders the world over, which would force tax implications, whereas if Ripple is selling to a party that agrees to purchase at the market rate, well, then there's 2 parties deciding that. It's different than just forcing XRP on accounts that are open right now. Completely different. Former Ripple employee Matt Hamilton jumped in and wrote the following. It always amuses me to see this. If someone wants to dictate who should/shouldn't use XRP, or how they should/shouldn't, then a decentralized, permissionless blockchain like the XRP ledger is not for them. No kidding. That is definitely true. And then there was also this. Somebody named Igason wrote to David Schwartz and said, does MicroStrategy owning a large stash of Bitcoin and Michael Saylor promoting its use make Bitcoin a security?
I'm your guy. I will keep you posted. I'm your advocate. I'll be back on a daily basis, usually multiple times per day, with these videos to keep you updated with everything going on. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't done so, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to share any of my videos with your friends, family, social media, or anybody who may care to listen. Thanks so much for your continued support. I'm always here for you. I want to help you through this time. So thank you so much for continuing to choose me. Enjoy your day, stay safe, and I'll catch you again probably in a couple hours. Thanks, everybody. See you later.